our operation. You can use VS Code. We can write here code space dot enter. Code space dot enter. VS Code will open. Open the CMD in basic folder, and there you can write code space dot enter. It will open the VS Code editor. Okay, we have worked on this file. I have a 2.js file. We have reached till map function. Single dimensional array we have created, and then we have reached till map. How the map function will work? Here, suppose list of the array we have, list of element we have inside the array. Now, once you apply the map function for this array, map function will read individual element from this array. How it will work? For example, we have laptop, desktop, mobile, printer, and many more elements. When this map function will start running, once it will start executing, map function first, it will read the first element of this array, that is called laptop. Laptop will come under the name variable, and the position of laptop will go to the index. Again, in second call, the second element, that is called desktop. Desktop will go to the name, and the position will go under the index. In the third call, mobile will come to the name, and their position will go to index. Again, fourth call, printer will come under the name, and their position will go under the index. So this way, index and position will get splitted by map function, and it will go till end of the array. Till end of the array. Once the entire element will get rendered by the map function will stop executing, and after that loop will come out. Now inside the map function, what you want to do? You want to print only element. You want to print element index both. Based on index, you want to apply some functionality, or you don't want to apply functionality. Everything inside we can do. So index will give the position. Based on that position, further calculation we can do, further functionality we can handle. Name is holding the value of your element. It can be anything. If it's a multi-dimensional array, how that will hold, we are going to see in the next example. Okay, we are going to see in the next example. This file, let me run once. it was node space array2 .js. In the last is printing laptop 0, desktop 1, mobile 2, printer 3. That is from here. Now after this, let's create the next file. Array3.js. 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 Inside this file, here you have seen array you have created using the square bracket. Here we have one more method to create the array. Suppose if you take the same elements, and go here, create another variable called item list equal to new, and then array. New, then array. Let me remove some elements from here. This is also a valid array. This will also go for loop, do while loop. Everything can be done by this. Now after that, come down below and we'll use here another list function that is called map. Also we can use here, as well as for each also we can use here. So let's write first the map itself. Item list dot map. Item name, index of the item. These both are the variable. Item name and index what I have used. It's a variable. It can be anything. Okay. It can be anything. Now at this place, you will be using the fat arrow and then come inside and use here console.log. Again, you can do index comma. We can use any kind of separator here, comma, item name. After this, let us check once. Through map function we can run through node command, node space array3. So it is able to print all the elements. Here you can use again second option, for each. For each E will be capital. Now come down. You can write array name, item list dot for each. For every element, it is going to call. Suppose inside the array you have the 20 elements. So for each function will get called 20 times. Every time it will get a particular element and it will divide into two sections. It will divide into two parts. One is called element, another one is called position. Same like map function. You can use here a variable that will hold the value, another variable that will hold the position. Console.log again. Index as well as name. Check now. Node space array3. The first method also work. Second method also work. Console.log separator with the slash n. We'll check here. right? So both the values are printing using for each also as well as map function, or you can use the for loop, or you can use the while loop, all are applicable. But in React only, under the React JSX, only map is integrated. Your for each will not work there. Under the React, only the map will be implemented. For each will not come there. Now after this, we can create a multi-dimensional array, and then we'll see how the map function will work around the multi-dimensional array. Create the next file. Hope working. This example. I will share the code in the chat. Third example we can create. No, third is already fourth one. Array 4.js. Now under the 4.js file, we will be creating a multi-dimensional array. How that array will look. Create a variable item equal to square bracket, come inside, this you can call as a array object. Inside key and value we are going to store. We are going to store key value. So suppose the key is name, their value is apple. Next, price, their value suppose 300. QTY, quantity, value 20. Vendor, now If you call item.name, it will give you the apple. Item.price will give you the price. Item.qty will give the quantity. Item.vendor will give you the Ajit. But inside this array, inside the item array, you have to give the position. Inside the item array, the first element what we have, it is available on 0 position. So item of 0.name you have to call, it will give you the apple. Item of 0 of price if we call, it will give the 300. For example, if I come down below, write console.log item of 0, because inside the item array on 0 position there is one price. Correct. Item of 0 of price is going to give 300. Item of 0 dot name will give the apple. We are going to store multiple values, then we'll come to know. We'll copy this, paste here, and paste here. Now we'll change here. Apple mango. Okay. Mango 100 rupees. Banana 40 rupees. Orange suppose 152 kg, 12 kg. Vendor let it be same for all. Now let's come down. Use a map function and use a for each function. Item.map. Item info, comma index. Okay, inside that, if we print console.log index, you can print here. It will give you the position. After that, We can use here maybe equal to, you can use as operator, just a separator, not operator. After that, item info. Item info is going to bring complete details of one product. Item info is going to bring complete details of a product. Now we will come to the CMD and we'll run this. Array 4 it was. See, on 0 position you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, complete one. Item details is coming in object format. Complete one flower bracket, complete one flower bracket. So here, now for in every iteration, in every loop, we will be getting the individual object where you will have complete product details. Now, when we print the item info only, you can see what are the details comes. One item info is holding complete one object that have name, price, quantity, and vendor. Again, every time the details from the array one by one is being transferred under the item info as a object, since it's object array only. So now what will happen is we have to call by their property name. We have to call by their property name. Under the item info, you can see here, you have the name, price, quantity, and vendor. Everywhere name, price, quantity, and vendor. So we have to print now the each and every element of the array, that's called name, price, quantity, and vendor. So here item info we have given. Let me print here item info dot name. Name will give it the name of each product, comma item info of price will give the price of each product. If it is a direct multi-dimensional array, you have to use the position, but it is not in the form of array, it is in the form of object. It is in the form of array object. We have to use their key and key property we have to call. Once you call the key property, automatically you will get their values. Name become key, price become key, QTY become key, vendor become key, and complete one flower bracket become a object. It hold key and value, key value, key value. Okay, hope you wrote it. Now run once. This print the apple plus price, apple price, apple price, apple price. Name of each object, property of each object, key value, key value, key value. You can call it a property also. Which one? The name you can call it a property. Name you can call it a key. The apple you can call it a value. Apple you can call it a key value. Both is valid. But this become as a object of arrays. Multiple object we have kept inside. Now, over here one more is there. Print that item info.qty. Qty, comma, item info.vendor. Vendor. Now how the map function is working here? Every time, whenever we run this file, map function will look inside your array. How many elements are there? Suppose you have 10 elements. Map is going to call 10 times. It will get called automatically as the number of elements you have inside the array. Next, after that, each call, one particular array will assign to the item info. So item info indirectly, it will hold the details of one object, or you can say item info will be holding completely the details in this way. Item info will hold complete one object like this. So in that case, now item info will hold the complete the details of one product, where the position of this particular product will go to the index. The position of the product will go to the index, and the complete details of the product in the form of object, it will get assigned to item info. Now item info dot their key, item info dot key, item info dot key. If you call, it will give the all the values one by one. Hope you are writing as well. Check once I get some water. Hope you are able to code that. Item info is a variable. It can be anything. Item info and index both are variable. It can be anything. You can use A and B, no problem. A and B. Here we can write A dot name. Here we can write A dot price. Here we can write A dot info. A dot something. It is not syntax. It is a variable. Okay. What kind of variable? Object variable. It is going to hold the value like the object as I have written here. Okay. Is holding just like a object where multiple key and values are there. Key orange value, this one key value, key value, key. Similar way, when the loop will start from item, see item is holding the multiple object. Multiple objects you cannot print at the same time. So map function will help to get one by one object from the item and give to the A variable. So from item, first element will go to the A. That is called complete the details of first product in the form of object. Now that object have the name, price and quantity and vendor. So object is nothing but your name variable becomes a object is holding the details of one product. So there name dot E dot name, E dot price, E dot QTY, E dot vendor. So here item info was not a syntax, it was just a variable that can be anything.
Okay, hi, thank you for that.
Clear.
Yes, yes.
Okay. This is I created directly array object, multi-dimensional array we need to create one. But once you create the multi-dimensional array, the problem will be you have to run the double for loop. So somewhere you will start getting confused why double for loop is running, why double map is running. So instead of following the multi-dimensional array, I came directly to the object. Object in the form of multi-dimensional array. Now let me go here to the next line. Next line, it says like this data is coming from here. You have an option of reversing the array in case suppose this data is coming from the backend in ascending order. The first value will appear on the first position. We want to display the first value as a last and last input as a first. Like suppose on the website, one side website is running, people are placing the order. Another side in the backend, the people are watching the order, how many order came. So it should show the last order on the top. For example, when we go to our Gmail, in the Gmail, lot of email will come. In that, we will see the last email will be on the top. The whichever the email will come now, recent email will be on the top. That meaning the array, that is also array itself, but it should come in the reverse order. The last element will be on the top position. Okay, so we have a function we can apply here, and then we can check how the array is going to come in reverse order. When you get the data from the backend, from the backend also data come in the form of object only. There also this will come as an object, but this is as of now array object, and there it will be as a JSON object. There it will be as a JSON object, so we have to convert from JSON to array. Then it will become as an array object, and after that we can print it easily. Now let me go here, write a function console.log. Console.log /n reverse the array. Now let's go here, reverse the array. So while running the loop also you can reverse, or separate also you can reverse. So I will write here next how to display the data in descending order. Item dot reverse. Reverse is a function of JavaScript dot map. So map will apply there also, but when it will apply? After reversing the array. Inside the array the lead for will happen. Last will come on first. Last will be the first, and after that we can write here item details, comma index. Again, item details is a variable. It is going to work like is an object. It will hold the details of individual item at a time as the map will start. As the map will start looping, from the item individual product details in the form of object, it will assign here item details, and then from here you can write as a console.log again, log again index, comma item details dot name, comma again item details dot price, comma item details dot qty, item details dot vendor. Now it should print again all the details, but the data will get listed in the page in reverse order. Index is not going to reverse. Index remains same. For example, without reversing, if you print your array in ascending order, then you can say apple will be on the 0 position. But when you reverse the array, orange will come on the 0 position. It will just get exchanged. The first value will become the last value. Last will become the first value. Accordingly, it will get exchanged. Okay. Next, when the loop will start, at that point, your index will not come from the high to low. It will come from the low to high only. 0 to length minus 1. Because it is not changing the index position. Entire array itself got reversed. So the whichever was the last element, it will come on the first, and definitely first will be on the 0 position. Let me go here and see you. So when I go here and run it, you will find array 4. Array 4 says like same. Now orange in the first one, what was on the top? Apple was on the top. Mango, banana, orange was there. In the reverse case, the last element becomes the first element. Hope reverse is happening. We'll go for the next example. Array 5.js. In array 5.js, we'll try to see one other example. Array in the object format only, but little nested level. Array inside array, multi-level of array. Nested object, you can say, not nested array directly. Nested array will be little complex directly to understand. There we have to run multiple loop. So multiple loop will come, confusion will start. From the backend, always the data will come in object only. It can be nested object or maybe single level of object, but always it will come as a nested object or single object, but most of the time object format. Data will communicate from the front end to back end to front end. Mostly we send in the JSON format. Now when we send in the JSON format, from JSON, once you parse it, it will convert into object directly. So in that case, spending much time on the multi-dimensional array will be not useful. Spending much time on the multi-level of object, single level object will be helpful. That is going to come in the use at last. So create next file, array5.js. create a variable called user. In this variable, user variable, user array, city, Bangalore, customer as array. Okay, now let's keep some customer from each city. Ramesh, Yogesh, Alex, Raj, Mohit, Chetan, Suresh, Oli, and Chris, Madhu, one. So this many data we have. Now see, this is in the form of, this is array only, but multi-level of object. Okay, customer, you can see it's look like it's a single dimensional array everywhere. Number of elements is less or more. City is just a key, it has some value. First object is holding city and customer. City is a normal object we can print directly, but customer is holding another array. So for customer, we have to run the second level of loop. First, organize your array, come down, do the console.log. User of second, user of second dot customer dot customer of 3. What should be the output? Hoping from you, you should reply in the chat. If you are clear on this, then map function will be easy. User of 2, user of 2, customer of 3. What should be the output? Suresh. User of 2 it is saying, not user of 1.
Suman.
Suman. See there. This is the 0 position. This is the 1 position. This is the 2 position. So we have written user of 2. Right? User of 2. Not the Bangalore, not the, okay, this, let me change this. Ajay Pune. Not Ajay Pune. Let me change this one as a Chennai. Right. So user of 2 is pointing to which location? Pointing to this one, Chennai.
Chennai.
Inside the user of 2 means at this object, customer. Yes, customer is no problem. Inside the customer, what is searching? The
Third index is not
third position.
mentioned.
Chris is the 0, Madhu is the 1, Suman is the 2, third is not exist. So it will say undefined. Okay, it should show as a undefined. Let me show you also. Array 5.js. Definitely undefined. Clear? So we need to see the position. Okay, keep in mind always your array start from the 0 position. If I say here is a 1, so it will point to the middle array. That's called Pune. Inside the Pune, it will look for the, then it will go for the 0, 1, 2, and then 3. That is called poly. Then it will give the poly. Even Suresh was also wrong. Suman was also wrong. It should be as a poly if you give here 0 of 1. Okay. If you give 0 of user of 2, then Suresh is wrong, Suman is wrong, because it is searching in the last element at where? Third position. That element itself is not exist. Now let me come down below. Let us run a map function. Okay, now if you got idea how to print the Chetan, how to print the Chetan, you can reply in the chat. Chetan, how to get the Chetan?
User of 1 dot customer of 1.
User 1 of customer of 1. Okay, cool. Let's go now. We'll use the map here. The first map will run for the main object, that is your user. So let's write here user dot map. User info, comma, index. See, we have two type of syntax in the map. One with syntax with index, another one is without index. With index should be your best practice always. Reason is what? Inside the array, when you are creating dynamic pages, you have to go through the multiple operation. Editing the record, deleting the record, hiding the record, showing the record, combining the record, drag drop. So many activity you have to do. In that case, if you have a habit to access by index, what will happen? Your work will be too easy. Inside map, for every element, you will be able to find the position. And using position, you can track the elements easily. Okay, so with the map, in map, I will guide you some more example where map we can use without index also. Map we can use with index also, and map we can use as a callback function also. Okay, so as of now, what we are following, it's called a fat arrow method. Map using fat arrow method. This is called fat method. Fat arrow method from the ES56. Okay, some more. After covering some more part of the array, we'll come to the function. In function, we will be discussing different type of function, and there also with the argument, without argument, and then dynamic argument, everything. Okay, but this what we follow the map. This is the map using the fat arrow method. We have another one map using the callback function. Maybe we can follow in the next upcoming classes. Right here, call console.log user info dot city. Now here, why we are not mentioning any kind of position? When we wrote here manually, we have written the position, but at this place we are not writing any position. Directly we wrote user info dot city. Reason is here, when this map function will start looping, the map function will be responsible to capture the individual element and give to the user info. User info is holding every time the content in the form of object where city and customer will be there. Now this city and customer, how it will come, that is the map function is going to take care. Map function says like, once my loop will start, from the beginning of the array, individual object I will copy and will pass to your respective variable. Now this respective variable, you don't have to worry about the position. Just directly you can call variable dot your object, variable dot object, variable dot object, because inside the variable only the objects are hidden. So when the map start, complete first element, all A to Z details will go to the user info. So under the user info, you will find the city and customer. At the second iteration, complete user info will get the details from here. That is called your complete details of like Pune and then your customer details. So because of that, we are writing user info.city, comma, let right here user info dot customer dot length, user info dot customer dot length. It is going to show under this particular city how many customers are there. Okay, we can run once and see what is happening. This is just now the first level of element, only city and length of so it's saying Bangalore 4, Pune 5, Chennai 3. Now let us go inside. Since customer is an array, inner level array, so for that also we have to run a loop and we need to identify, we need to display how many customers are available under each city. We need to identify how many customers are available under the each city. Now let's go and write a inner level loop. Inner level loop is like this. User info dot customer dot again map. There you can use as a name comma index 2. Name comma index 2. So now customer is an array. So for customer, we are applying the loop. There customer array will, every element of the customer array will split into two parts, name and position, their value and position. Console.log we can print index 2 comma index 2 comma the name dot I have given in between. It will display 0.10 1.2 1.3 1.4 like that. After printing one user details, we can write a console.log working.
हेलो
Hello.
हेलो
Hello.
हेलो हाँ सर आवाज आ रही
Yeah, you can hear.
हेलो
See now it's printing all. In Bangalore, how many users? In Bangalore, there is a 5 users, 4 users, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again in Pune, 5 users. In Chennai, again 1, 2, 3, 4 users. So this nested map is helping us to extract the data of nested level. It is not only this much. It can be n number of level, but all the level of data we can access easily inside the loop. Inside the loop, that will be called as a nested loop. Map is also okay. For each is also fine. Using for loop also we can do, but for loop look directly little difficult because multiple times plus minus you have to do. For each you are not going to use under the React. Because of that, better more you can put effort on map function. Okay. Next, after this, there will be one small homework for you. The first homework, it should display the list of city with their length. Counter should not start from the 0, it should start from the 1. And it should be like this, hyphen. Okay, so this is the structure. See, purposefully in this, we will have one array. That array will hold the total 6 city name. In that, the counter what you have printed today 0, 1, 2, 3, it should start from 1. At last, it should print the length of the city, as well as it should not print the 5th number element. It should print 1 to 6, but 5th number element should not get printed. Okay, 5th number element should not get printed. This is one. The data should come from array, whereas 5th number of position elements should not get printed. This is the one. Second one, you have little if else you have to apply, little extra thought we need to add in that. Remaining how to read from array, I have given the idea. Length you need to find, and the position how to find, and the 5th number position how to hide. Okay. Next output should be a person called Ganesh and he using the 2 mobile number. He has the 2 mobile number. Based on the today array what we have created, he has the 2 mobile number. Next person is Raj. He has only 1 mobile number. He has only 1 mobile number. Next person is Chris. He has 4 mobile number or maybe 3 mobile number. He has 3 mobile number. So this is the one we need to do as a small homework. Video, yesterday video, day before yesterday video is available in the website. From there you can log in and you can see that. And today video also will get uploaded by evening. And this is the one in that serial number should start from 1. Length of the string should come. 5th number record is not available. It's there in the array, but you are not going to display. This is the single dimensional array. This is again a object of multi-dimensional array, multi-dimensional object, array object where name and mobile number, name and mobile number, name and mobile number. based on this, what we have made here, based on this we have. So hope it look like possible. You can try it, and again we'll meet you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.
हेलो।
हेलो।
हाँ सर। सर जो पीडीएफ कल सेंड किए थे जावास्क्रिप्ट का, वो तो बहुत अच्छा से उसमें कंटेंट है, लेकिन उसमें एरे में देख रहे थे तो उसमें सर एक था सेक्शन है एरे लाइक ऑब्जेक्ट और रियल एरे। तो उसमें थोड़ा सा ये प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है। तो उसमें जो देखे पढ़े थे उसमें था कि एरे लाइक ऑब्जेक्ट जो है उसका उसमें जो फॉलो करता है ऑब्जेक्ट डॉट प्रोटोटाइप फॉलो करता है, और रियल एरे में एरे डॉट प्रोटोटाइप फॉलो करता है।
ठीक है, मैं देखूंगा,
इसमें
कल बता दूंगा
जी
आपको।
जी
कल बता दूंगा किस पेज नंबर में है। पेज नंबर हमको व्हाट्सएप में पिंग कीजिए।
ठीक सर।
पेज नंबर, in that there will be page number, no?
जी जी
In which page is that? You can ping me in WhatsApp.